Hello and welcome back to another month of our coffee and chocolate subscription. I'm James from Cocoa Runners.
And this is Ben from Square Mile, and we're here at Square Mile in the training room.
First, I'll tell you about the chocolates that we have. So the first is Pump Street chocolate with a Ruwenzori Ugandan coffee, 78%. And the second is the Vietnamese makers Maru and their Dong Nai, 72%.
Great. And in terms of coffee, at Square Mile, we're very excited to share with you Rotutu from East Timor, which is not the most maybe usual origin of coffee when you think of coffee growing countries, but it's a delicious coffee. It's a washed coffee from East Timor, and we've got an espresso here ready, so we're going to taste it at an espresso. It's a filter roast, so at Square Mile, a green label means roasted for filter, but we can make great espresso also, so hence we did one. Because it's a filter roast, it's roasted slightly lighter, there's going to be a bit more acidity, less texture. And to emphasize and to make the coffee really nice and balanced, what I'd recommend is to just, if you make espresso at home, just to make the ratio slightly longer. So if you usually brew 1 to 2, perhaps do just a slightly more longer, a few more grams of water, like 4 to 5 grams more of water. That will mellow out the acidity and gets that really nice silky texture that we get on that coffee also when we brew as a filter. So let's try the espresso. Yeah, I think it works really well as a filter, but also an espresso. At Square Mile, we say as a filter we get like a raisin, apple, silky texture. I really get like a kind of apple flavor. You get really increased and like emphasized as an espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the acidity is? You said this is typically you don't get as much acidity sort of from East Timor or from sort of Asian coffees, but you're getting more from this one?
Yeah, definitely agree. I remember trying this for the first time in 2019 when I used to work at Proof Rock, and then Square Mile had this coffee. I've been buying that coffee from 2019 since Cast Organic started. It was delicious back then, but I think from my experience trying it over the years, it has increased in acidity and complexity. And I think, yeah, it tastes, yeah, as a filter, it's very like juicy and silky. And as an espresso, we got the same thing, but just more intense. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's try it with some bars then. So we'll try it with the Pump Street first, which is the 78% from Uganda, the Ruwenzori region. So like straight away, you do get that sort of red grape, as they do say there, and kind of like a juicy grape, but then you get this solid chocolatey fudge brownie. Yeah, the sort of a dried roasted nut at the end. I think walnut. I get a pecan.
I do really get like a high quality brownie. Like it's very good texture, creamy, but also some nice acidity. Like a good brownie with like some nice quality dark chocolate has some like nice complex acidity to it. So
yeah.
How
about with the espresso? Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it works pretty well. I think I do get some, maybe it's, with the pairing, I do get some kind of a walnuts now sipping on the espresso, which maybe I didn't get at first. There's some kind of nutty, walnutty, very nice pairing.
Well, let's try the Maru.
Yeah.
So Maru is made by 2 Frenchmen actually.
Oh.
His name's shout outs. Samuel and Vincent.
Cool.
And they've been making they met on a camping trip or something in like a 2010. And they've been making chocolate ever since because they visited a cacao farm. That one you're getting the spicy, kind of a cardamom or clove, that kind of sort of earthy spices straight away from it.
Yeah, very, strange, but in a good way. Otherwise, eating it, I was thinking, reminded me of like a cinnamon or cardamom bun, as the kind of those like spices.
I have a feeling that's going to go really well with this. With the sort of acidity of this. Oh, that is good. That is really good.
It's very nice. And as the espresso cools down, the acidity increases. So I'm getting more of like kind of green apple now, but it's still very balanced and it makes very good espresso as it's cooling down. One thing I found interesting between the two chocolate is the Pump Street has way more texture, where this one like more like brownie, like a heavier texture. Well, this one is more like it must be the way that bar obviously is made, but like a lighter texture. And
do you think that French tradition, the way the French make their chocolates, use more sort of cocoa butter.
Okay.
And this probably wouldn't be the very classic sort of French way, but it could be more leaning that way, more cocoa butter, more sort of light and smooth and creamier than, say, Pump Street be making it.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be a nice contrast for you guys at home to try both, because they're both delicious dark chocolates, and it's also they're different, which is, I mean, yeah, it shows a nice example of how complexity can be in just different coffees, different chocolates.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm excited to taste this as a filter because
Yeah.
that's what you recommend.
Yeah. So, brewed some filter. So I'll pour you a bit more in your cup.
Thank you.
We can keep drinking it.
But I'll get these guys out first.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is delicious. Like, it's a very, I think, fitting, because they also represent very well, I don't know, square milk is a very easy coffee to drink. It's very juicy. It's easy to drink, but it's not boring. Like, there's a nice acidity, which is refreshing. There's some nice, like, light fruity notes. The roasters say it tastes like, yeah, raisin, apple, silky. The apple kind of notes are definitely like apple or pear, and still definitely there. Obviously way less intense than an espresso.
Yeah.
As it's brewed as a filter.
Yeah, I was thinking that straight away because it seems so much more approachable as a filter. I mean, I guess that's filter versus espresso generally, but as the flavor profile was able to sort of bloom a little bit more, and I got way more of those apple notes. The raisin, I was getting more sort of like almost like a date kind of situation. It was juicy, and yeah, that's very nice. Which one do you want to try it with first?
Let's try with Pump Street. Yeah. Let's go back to.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Ooh, I think that makes a really, it's almost like you get more of the grape, the more of that kind of juiciness of the grape from the chocolate after having the filter version of it.
Agree. I do get less texture for herb. At first I was getting the first tasting pairing, tasting more that first time trying Pump Street, like before the coffee, after the coffee, more texture, compared to now I get more that kind of grapey, berry notes, acidity from Pump Street.
Maybe the softer notes of the chocolate are able to come through a little more because you have less intense coffee.
Yeah. Oh,
very good.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this Marie. I think again, sort of having this as a filter, that's the chocolate shine a little bit more, which I think is really they're kind of working really harmoniously together. Yeah, that kind of earthy, spicy notes are coming through, and it's sitting and partnering with the coffee really well.
Yeah, as they're both melting, I feel like you got some of those kind of spices and like notes were still there, and then you get some of that acidity from the coffee. Tastes very good.
These are made from similar parts of the world, Southeast Asia sort of area, and I wonder why to me this is my favorite pairing, the filter version and the Maru. They really work well together. I wonder if there's anything to do with sort of parts of the world and if similar growing conditions, or even maybe that's just all in my mind.
Yeah, I think they're both. I think I'm quite impressed also by the espresso. Like, the acidity was very balanced, and it tastes very much like green apple, and maybe paired with this one. I was very my personal was maybe the espresso of Rotutu paired with a Maru. I was getting a lot of that kind of spices and almost like a cardamom bun, cinnamon bun, which are delicious. Cool. But yeah, we're very excited to share Rotutu with you and have those chocolates. I think it's a very delicious coffees, and maybe not your usual coffee origin that you'll find in your local cafe, but it's a coffee you probably tried from us if you've ordered from Scotland before Rotutu, and we're excited to see for you guys to try it.
Well, thanks for having me, and I hope you enjoy the chocolates and the coffee.